Yeah, I know you've been waiting for this. Today we're checking out RhinoShield's new line of Samsung S9 cases because the last time we reviewed this happened. So let's check it out. Today we're looking at two options from RhinoShield, starting with the classic CrashGuard, the almost non-existent case that we all know and love. They now use their new shock spread material, which is meant to be thinner and lighter, but just as tough. And of course, the inside is lined in their honeycomb pattern. A new addition to the family, the SolidSuit has been updated for the S9, and their appeal is in the finish. Like this carbon fiber, it's only for those real badasses out there. You've got the same honeycomb lining for some of the best drop protection around, and they do offer a classic black leather for the classier look. These are full-on protective cases compared to the CrashGuard that allows you to show off the beauty of the S9. Speaking of which, let's start with that. The CrashGuard is a thin piece of rubber that wraps around the edge of your Samsung S9. Its honeycomb interior is meant to absorb and disperse impact, which would still be alarming considering how nothing this bumper is. But it does still offer a fairly thick bezel around the front screen and around back, while the sides of the case are basically flush with the S9 itself, which makes the case almost feel like it's not there as they leave the bulk along the top and bottom only. Bumpers are meant to let the phone do the talking, and the CrashGuard sure does that, completely leaving the back exposed, which is great to look at until you remember how dirty your hands constantly are. Now, if you're getting the CrashGuard, I highly recommend you pair it with their back protector. It's a clear flexible sheet that not only keeps your S9 clean, but is an extra layer of protection without compromising the size at all. They do offer a tempered glass option for the front as well. I'm not a huge fan of it, but if you're extra paranoid, I recommend picking that up too. Now remember, with these curved screens though, you have to turn on the touch sensitivity option to accommodate for the extra layer of glass. Once on, it's almost perfect responsiveness, there aren't any drop taps, and it just feels like you're naturally using the Samsung S9. If you're looking for the slimmest and least amount of cover up on your phone, the CrashGuard is your best bet. The buttons are responsive and clicky, and when it comes to protection, the lips and shock spread technology has you covered, something I tested in my previous review for the S8. Just in case, let's do a mini test here. Be on the lookout for the full review of the CrashGuard for the S9 coming soon. In the end, compared to a naked S9, you don't notice the bumper as the bulk is on the top and bottom, and the added benefits outweigh the minor additional thickness in the hand. Next is my preferred option, the SolidSuit Case. With their premium back designs and the honeycomb interior, this is like the playproof case for like fancy people. It fits perfectly with the tempered glass and even the back glass if you really want that extra level of coverage. Full access to all ports and guided access for your fingerprint reader. It feels like a slim case, but you know that honeycomb has your back. It has a matte finish, although it can feel slippery due to the smooth texture. It won't grease up or smudge up on you though. Clicky buttons and even a cutout for the lanyard if you really suck at holding things. It's got the same thickened bezel around the screen, which combined with the screen protector should have you covered for the most part. The interior honeycomb, although I won't thoroughly test it now, is the real winner here and what you can count on to keep your fragile S9 safe. If you're not a huge fan of the carbon fiber like I am, they also have a black leather option, which I prefer. You're getting that premium leather look and feel, but in a tough case, which you don't find in the same sentence that often. In the end, what style you go for comes down to your own personal taste though. I'm just here to show you the options. Psst, go with the black leather. Before you leave, you could save 20% on any of the accessories I mentioned with the code AccessorizeMe, but only for the next 2 weeks. So get on that real quick. Times now. Go. Big shout out to RhinoShield for sponsoring the cases and video. It's a huge support for what I do on this channel, but I had complete creative freedom and all opinions expressed are from my own brain. That's it. Don't forget new store links below for AccessorizeMe merchandise along with old accessories I no longer use and you can pick up at a bargain price. Like and subscribe if you want to see more, and comment below letting me know what case you want me to review next. I rest my cases and bumpers.